the up smash, be able to take game one very convincingly.
Yeah. I really like how safe Earl was playing. Burst wasn't necessarily playing unsafe, but the options that Earl was choosing were just countering his safe options in like the perfect order every single time. He was like, okay, I can cover this option, this, and this option, then this option, and I'm just going to take your stock off of these just really small interactions.
Yeah, and that's what Earl does best, honestly. His spacing, the way he waits, the way he can just kind of telegraph and go around whatever you're doing. He's very good. He's solid fundamentally, and once you get behind, it's pretty hard to come back if he's, on that type of way where he's countering everything you're doing. But Burst is still a good player, able to have who knows who he'll bring out to do a counter pick. He honestly could bust out. I think Bowser's good against Lucina. He has Joker, which is good all around. I want to say the Bowser.
I would say either the Bowser, either the Bowser or the Joker would probably be the best options. Cloud would probably suffer the same fate that Ike would, with Earl just tossing him off stage and edge guarding him forever. Byleth.
Plus, what? Oh, he does man, who does this man use? Yeah, he does have a Byleth. He likes to bust him out a lot, actually. He has the same love that MKLeo has for the character, so we'll see how far they'll get him. Byleth depends on the player, in my opinion, as a character. So if you're playing well and you're a good player, it should take you pretty far. But if you do make a couple mistakes, it's a hard punish on the opponent's side against Byleth.
Byleth's lifespan in Smash has been such a weird experience. It's like the character came out and nobody was really that hyped for it. It was like, okay, we got all these cool third-party characters, and then Byleth is the last member of the DLC Pack 1, and nobody was really, that excited. And then they saw her kit, and they were like, oh, this character's really cool, but bad. And then MKLeo started playing her, and everyone's like, oh, this character's really cool and good.
Yeah, I mean, MKLeo being the top player in the world, online, whatever, but, from past experiences, that guy is still the top, and him just to bust out Byleth and show him the potential of what you can do probably opened up some eyes. And what sucks is she's the cool character. The trailer is what Nintendo is known for. It was kind of came out as the last character after you had bangers like Joker, Banjo, Terry. Even Piranha Plant was a little more hyped than Byleth coming out. I think it was just a bad placement for her, but overall she's not bad. It just sucks that people look down because she's a Fire Emblem character,
Yeah, it's just this stigma that Byleth has to get past, and she really has in the recent months. In the, quarantine era of Smash, she's become one of, the more popular, more, fun characters to fight in this game.
And Earl taking the stock. But Burst doing actually a really good job avoiding a lot of traps, getting back to stage safely, not overcommitting. This is a way better pick than I think he had going with his Ike. And Earl's probably not too familiar with Byleth either. I'm not too sure of any Chicago-known people who were just like, oh, Byleth, and instantly brought her out. So he's probably learning as he goes. Doing a good job, though, already.
Yeah, you notice Earl always does go for these edge guards, even though that he hasn't hit a single one yet on Burst. Burst can definitely recover better with the Byleth, but he's still getting put in these unfavorable positions where he has to recover the ledge. Good back air there. And Earl's just, Ooh! Okay. Made me lose my entire point. If Earl switches his game from, edge guarding to ledge trapping, that's where the Byleth would, start to struggle a little more, and maybe we'll see a runaway game like we saw with the Ike.
Yeah, I mean, Earl just able to get those conversions down. Oh, here we go. Oh, not able to get anything with the up B, but still getting some pretty good damage. Oh, it's the hard F smash right in his face. Okay. We're just busting him out right now. Let's see how Earl's just in the air, waiting to see what he does, throwing out good options. That's what you need to do as Lucina, and he's doing that perfectly right now.
Yeah, Lucina truly one of the more fundamentally based characters in this game. Sort of the the role that Fox held in Smash 4, where it's like there's not a ton that's they're gonna do that's, you know, extremely janky or steal stocks very early, but they'll just run you over with their just good frame data, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, when you lose against Lucina in bracket, you lose in general because there's not, like you said, yeah, no tease, nothing to be like, oh man, I gotta watch out for this. It's just her whole kit, just like based on the player, and gonna get the Electrum, first one to set, taking the stock with 0% on the last. Earl going already to game 2, saying, all right, move this along.
I love ledge traps in this game. They're like not as prevalent as an option as they were in Smash 4, but when someone pulls that out, they're like, oh yeah, this is so cool. You can get a ledge trap back here and just take a stock so early.
Yeah, you always got to be aware of it, even though it's not commonly used in the game, which is awesome. It's just a quick little, oh, wait a minute. And then, yeah, Lucina having a great back air. Burst was doing good. I think he just kept trying to overextend a little bit to make up for the damage he's taken. But he should probably play a little more passive, because Earl obviously having a lot more tools to kind of combat anything that Byleth throws, where Byleth has to react and play around what Lucina's doing. So we'll see what he does. We're going to go to Triplat. How do you feel about this? Thinking maybe Byleth can get a couple nairs going or something?
So I think triplats do benefit Byleth a lot more than they benefit Lucina. She's going to have more room to run away, and then she's going to have, you know, if she can get some of these up B combos to land on the top platform, maybe hit a down air up there, that can work out very favorably for the Byleth.
Right now we're just dancing a little bit, seeing it go, center stage, and Earl just getting that tech read, able to get the F smash, going a little hard with the edge guard, but it just takes one hit to knock Byleth out of her line, and wait a minute.
He wanted everything there.
Oh, that was almost thick, but Earl able to get the counter punish.
Yeah, and that's kind of when you play a lot of characters, you're going to hit a lot of things that are almost sick. But when you're playing like one or two characters like Earl does, you know exactly where to be to take stocks. It's the little things like the micro-spacing on the platforms that you see like the character specialists excel in more than the counter pickers, if that makes sense.
No, it does. Absolutely, because instead of playing with the MU saying, all right, I got to switch it up completely, you're pushing the character to the limits. Therefore, you're not going to be missing any micro-spacing because you play that character so much. And definitely a hard thing to do in Ultimate, honestly. Like, counterpicking is the way. That's what a lot of people decide to do, especially if you main a low tier, someone who struggles with a lot of the common people in the meta. But first overall being a solid player, so I'm not going to count that just yet. Yeah, let's see what he can do. Maybe switch it up on defense so Earl doesn't get all these really good punishes. Nice up smash.
Yeah, we're seeing that SD early on is really hurting Earl right now. Like, Earl went super deep for an edge guard that he didn't exactly need, and it cost him this stock. And now Burst is up with the lead.
Able to get the up air and cannot sleep on Byleth moves. Lot of ending lag, but man, did they hit hard.
And her upwards moves, like all three of them, up tilt, up air, and up smash, they all have such huge hitboxes, and you don't expect it because it's like a weird looking weapon she uses.
Right, always ever changing. Throwing out staff, whip, rope, or I don't even know what to call him. But right now he's playing a good job going off his shield, kind of not overextending. That was a little overextension, but besides that, he's been doing a really good job of kind of playing around Earl and just getting these little hits, slowly extending his lead. I'm surprised Earl didn't get anything off that.
Yeah, Burst playing so safe here. He knows this is the first lead he's had all set, and he does not want to throw it away that quickly. Earl has to get a stock off here pretty quickly if he wants to stay in this game. Up air, or up throw rather. Not gonna
take it, really? Okay, but that up throw coming quite surprising.
Yeah, now we've kind of seen Earl take control of the match for the last, 20 seconds or so, and really show that he shrugged off that SD and be like, okay, I can get past that. I can move forward, and I can, hopefully close out this game right here. First, gonna try and keep him from doing that though. First, got Earl at 101%. Few moves from Byleth could take it right here. I'm thinking maybe an up smash or a back air.
Yeah, definitely one of the stronger moves in Byleth's kiss. And Burst is doing barely missing the nair, but doing a great job. He was spacing out perfect. He wasn't overextending. He was doing one hit, resetting, seeing what Earl's going to do, and end up taking the stock and going to make Earl regret that SD going to game, what is it? 4.
Game 4. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, from the moment that Earl, overextended and tried to get that edge guard on Burst, we saw the momentum shift and Burst think to himself okay, I can do this now that Earl has taken one of his own stocks. I can capitalize on this momentum and this probably negative thought process that's running through Earl's mind. And we really saw him get the most out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. He used that very well to his advantage, able to go off that little momentum, change up the style just enough to get the Earl just flipping just a little bit. And now we're going to go to Lilac Cruz. I feel like this doesn't really have any negative effects on either character due to how they recover and how they play in general. It probably only helps with the little slide that comes in with nairs all around for both character, aerial game in general. So it's definitely going to be a battle of stage control and a battle of, I think, honestly, who can get the stock first is going to set the tone for this game. Oh! Oh my God! That was meaty.
My man's just got crimson flowered.
Burst, what are you doing? That was crazy.
Okay.
And just getting these straight hits.
Yeah, so when I saw Earl choose this stage, my immediate thought was, okay, he wants to not let Burst recover low, because Lilac is a lower stage, or the lower blast zone is higher, so he has less room to recover from low, and he wants to throw him off with these, slanted platforms. But Burst is not thrown off by either of these. He's changing up his recovery, and he's, throwing out his aerials at different heights. So
no. Okay.
He made that back. But he still doesn't get too much lagging and auto-cancel some of these moves like forward air and back air.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of mixing up. Oh my gosh, that almost flipped this field. Mixing up, yeah, like I said, fair and his aerial game in general. So he's doing a good 50-50 of aerial and ground and just getting the F smash thing. Yeah, you're going to get up on the ledge. You know it, I know it, and that's how we're going to lose this stock. Earl right now is taking a little shaken. Falling in. Oh!
I've never seen. I've never seen up air connecting to up B like that. Burst is showing me brand new things with Byleth right now.
Yeah, looking like a little Leo right now. It's throwing, man, Byleth is good. Y'all are sleeping on her. Earl's slowly getting his bearings. We'll see if he can get enough to end this up right now. Oh! Almost get the tech read. Gets the F smash at the down air. Good conversion by Earl. Now we'll do the edge guard. And this is important. Whether Earl overextend on the edge might cost him this game.
Yeah, this is such a close game. Even up smash coming out from Burst. Gonna take it to a game 5.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Great reads all around. Lilac coming in handy, able to mix up his air and ground game, keeping Earl always on his toes and can't overcommit. And just getting those straight punishes that led to those hard reads. And Burst able to take this to game 5 after a rough start with the first 2 games. And looks like Byleth is the move.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if we're going to see a character switch out from Earl. I know he has other characters like Roy,
Crom,
yeah.
Cloud.
We could definitely see one of those coming out. I don't think we will. No, we're going to go right back to Lucina.
I mean, fair enough. He did kill those first 2 games, and these aren't necessarily these aren't one-sided. These Burst was at 80-some% when he got it, so I think Earl just needs to make these little adjustments. Probably a little fade back more. He's coming in with the nairs, coming in with the fairs, and getting... Oh my gosh, 41%.
Burst just makes this character look so smooth. Like, I've never seen anyone in Byleth look so, like... He watched Byleth's trailer and he knew exactly how this character was supposed to move. We were talking earlier about how, like, being a character loyalist versus a counter picker. And I think that Burst is kind of showing the best of both worlds here. He has the counter pick advantage where he can pull all these characters like Byleth where he thinks they have a good matchup against Lucina. But then he's also showing, like, the technical prowess of someone who's a character specialist.
Yeah, and right now, I've played Burst a good amount of times back when offline was a thing.
Good forward air there.
Yeah. Burst always gets slight momentum leads, and he just knows how to carry it. He does such a good job of going 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4, and able to just go off what he's been given by the opponent.
And that's such a skill in Smash Ultimate where, like, not a lot of people know how to play with a lead versus playing from behind. And playing with momentum can scare players, especially when they're up against someone like Earl, who's, you know, a very well-known and well-respected player.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Like, when you hear Earl, you think Chicago PR. That guy's been on it almost every year and able to take out big names left and right. But Burst is just going up to the challenge saying, give me more, come on.
Yeah, what is Earl right now? I think 8th on the offline Chicago PR?
I think, but he's varied from top 5, so he's always constantly being consistent. And even if he wasn't PR, people just know his name by now, where he's feared among the Smash community.
Yeah, I just moved here from California. I know who Earl is.
Yeah, there you go. Just right there. That's a long ways away.
I really like that down smash option to try and get a ledge, or catch one of Earl's ledge shot options. The down smash was, like, it has such weird lag, and it's very strong. You don't expect, like, the second hit to come as late as it does.
It's great now. Even on the edge, this is very important for Burst.
Ooh, falls out of that up smash. That would have been it.
Ooh! Almost gets the F smash view with the tech, just a little off with it. Burst ending up with the air dodge, able to...
I think he was at the very, very end of his upbeat tether right there. Just not spacing it well enough to get it back.
And this is what makes Earl the scariest, when you give him just a little bit of space. He's able to take it a mile, almost getting the down air. Burst needs to take the stock soon, otherwise he's going to get too much damage, and Earl's going to end up getting his edge guard.
That's it.
Yep.
I won.
Alright, so Earl going to be taking on with a 3-2, moving on into losers finals up against Eclipse.
That was a very tragic way to end the set, but that was such a good set by Burst, able to take Earl to the brink with Byleth, and showing that Lucina's not the only FB character out here, but Earl moves on. Good stuff. Way to hold composure.
Yeah, that final interaction was kind of a microcosm of the whole set, where it's like Earl was getting a lot of mileage off of extending out or extending his combos into edge guards and ledge trapping Burst. That's how he won the first 2 games, and he kind of lost that in games 3 and 4. But the last 2 stocks were just Earl completely running over Burst with amazing edge guarding options.
Yeah, when something works for so long and then they start to adapt to it, you almost forget about it. Like, all right, they know it, so I'm not going to try it anymore. But that's not always the case. You just have to throw out, I guess, more mix-up to go back to that option. And Earl was able to do that and take it game 5 over Burst. I'm thinking